All right, Boxing Boulevard with David Nyika. David, fighting in Australia once again. You fought here quite a few times. You're very big on like the universe and manifestations and you know, in that sort of mindset. Why do you think the powers that be, or the universe, or whatever you call it, why do you think they brought this opportunity to you now rather than say in 12 months?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I don't know if it's like, I'm not super religious myself, but if it's God, He's speaking to me, you know, and I'm answering the call, you know, opportunity, coincidence, you know, whatever it is. Like I'm exactly where I need to be. I know I'm with the right people. You know, I've got the Thornbury family behind me now. I've got my friends and my family right here on the Gold Coast. Jai brought these titles back to Australia. You know, it makes it that much easier to sell the event. And you know, as soon as they announce my name, the show sells out. You know, we're going to have an amazing show on Wednesday night. January 8th is going to be a fight night for the history books.
You always walk out with interesting outfits. I remember on the Cambosis undercard, you walked out to the Mandalorian. You're like a Disney fan. Do you have anything planned for this fight, or is it strictly business?
So that was to kind of like inspire me and to keep myself in my own head busy, you know. But the idea is to create an idea for you know, the next generation, or for my supporters, and that's to be your own superhero. So my story starts now.
Nice. And in the face-off, you and Jai have like a very different kind of view, that he's always just focused on himself, whereas you've kind of had your eye on him for such a long time. And he kind of dismisses that and doesn't feel like that to have the edge that you need that. What do you make of that?
Each to their own. I think, you know, Floyd Mayweather got away with it for his entire career, is like just focusing on himself, you know, being the best version of himself. I just knew what was required of me, and that's to beat a guy like Jai Opetaia. He's the guy to beat, and I saw this coming a long time ago.
The odd makers have this pretty wide for Jai. You've expressed frustration, I guess, at that kind of dismissiveness. They kind of overlooked your amateur career. Do you think it's just a matter of they thought it was too early for you? Why do you think they see Jai as such a favourite?
Yeah, I don't blame them. I think they're just doing their job, you know. But that's you know, like this fight will carve you know, the pathway forwards, and you know, I won't be the underdog next time, you know. It's just an opportunity for me to shock the world, and that underdog status has always like helped me. Like I've thrived in that environment, you know.
Yeah, like one thing I've noticed going into this fight is, well, not just this fight, every fight, Jai is one of the most intense, lasered in, focused people. Have you ever faced anyone like that before, that you just has that almost just like insane look in their eyes, that they're like almost like a wild animal when it comes to fight week?
I probably have. I just haven't known them as well as Jai. But that, you know, this is nothing new to me. I've fought the toughest guys. I've sparred the toughest guys. It's another fight. And it's going to be a challenge. Like, there's no doubt about that. But I go in with full confidence.
You mentioned sparring. You've sparred Jai before. How many rounds did you guys spar? Was it a lot?
We might have sparred 6 or 7 times, like between 6 and 8 rounds. He's great. He spars well. He spars heavy. I took confidence from sparring for sure.
Yeah. How much do you learn of the fighter from sparring? Because they say, you know, sparring is one thing and fighting is another. But you kind of know little things that they do, and you know, little tricks, little.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think that's what's going to make this fight really interesting, is that we both have an appreciation for each other's rhythm and timing, and it's good. That's good. That always, you know, you can kind of tell if people have worked together before when they get in the ring, because their styles just mesh a little bit better. And I think that's going to be no different for this fight. You know, we both know each other well enough to already have established a bit of chemistry in the ring. So that's why the fans are going to get their money's worth, you know.
Does that mean there'll be less of a feeling out in the first few rounds, or is there still always that initial kind of caginess?
It comes down to the night. It comes down to the feeling, the mood. What Jai does will directly affect what I do, and vice versa.
And finally, do you have a prediction?
I can't see the fight going the distance, to be honest. Like one of us is going to end up on the canvas for sure.
Exciting times. Thanks so much, David, and good luck on Wednesday.
Cheers, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice one, dude.